Hey guys, Takahmasak here. Welcome to another mobile games. Let me back this beast up a little bit. So this is another game that I've been playing. For some reason, the first time I went to a shop simulator, it was actually on PC, but I've been kind of addicted to them ever since, and that is what Shop Heroes is. So eventually we'll get into it, and it'll initially show me one of the biggest pet peeves I have about this. You're in this city, and it shows there's this. The city has all these different buildings which are used for various things, and immediately, like this pops up, there's no way to turn that off. And then straight, if you're fusing anything, which I'll go over, that pops up. And then it just. Sorry, I'm trying not to cover the camera there. But so what fusion does is there's let me get this straight. I'm trying to figure out what to call it. There's quality of items. So like the one that's on the farthest right is just a regular item. The next step up, you could get the green text, which would be a good white crow, and then the darker blue, which is the second from the right, would be great. And then there's actually a flawless right here, which is light blue. And there can be others. For example, I have one legendary one-shot gun, and then there's epic before legendary, and then there's mythical after legendary. So what I want to do, the whole point of the fusion cauldron is to anything below blue like this has a 100% chance. Well, it has a 100% chance making it, but you notice the success rate in the bottom corner is only 75%. So in order to get a flawless one, you're kind of rolling the dice a little bit in terms of. This is really awkward for me to try to do it without blocking the camera, but unfortunately I have to have flawless versions, and it looks like that one was successful. So I need to get. Trying to remember what I'm doing here. I need silvered flutes. I need good silvered flutes. But I kind of went through it quick, but if you notice, like I said a second ago, if I put two regular ones in there, that will have a 100% success rate. It just takes 25 minutes for it to do so. So here's all my crafting slots. They start off as blue like that, and what that really means is that if there's any pre-crafts involved, like I'll show that off for a minute too. This is another thing that kind of annoys me about it, is this pop-up. If you create a good item or better, so light green or actually, yeah, anything other than a normal item, it's like, hey, I have to show this to you. It's like, I don't care. Just give me something a little quicker. But here's all your resources and a main view of the shop. You get three of each of your resource bin. You have racks, which increases your amount of hearts on the upper section there. And what hearts do is say, go down to here. These are all the hero, or a lot of the heroes. Say, I don't know if I have here's something I do have. So this guy wants this silvered flute for whatever. You can compliment him to get hearts, and you can use hearts to either give him a discount. So I don't remember what the exact discount is, but you can give him a discount. I don't ever use that. But more importantly, you can surcharge it and get a little bit more money for that, and then sell it to him that way. So that's really all hearts are for. So this is the fusion cauldron right here, which I kind of went over already. Everybody needs their own workstation, or let's see if I can go over that too real quick. So the farthest thing on the left is the light boots I'm working. This is all the different stuff you can craft, like all these different weapons, all these different light armors, all these different heavy armors, potions, herbs, I guess, scrolls, throwing weapons, rings, pendants, and instruments. So one of the things I'm working on, for example, is a draconian sound. So it takes all this, but it does require a good silvered flute, which is why I'm really trying to. It's like right there, which is why I'm trying to use the fusion cauldron there. But let me get an example of like the long flute. It requires two of the little flutes, but seeming how they're already at. See, it needs two of the good ones, so they're base crafted at good. So I can just craft these right away, and I don't need anything else. It does that for the purple slots, and unfortunately, you do need to purchase those with the gems, which is just like every other game. It has the regular in-game currency of the coins, which is used to buy all your upgrades, and the gems are used to upgrade your crafting slots. Like I said, it gives you prerequisites. You can also upgrade stuff with gems, but anything you can buy with coins, you might as well just use gems. Because, like, for example, 65 million or 67.5 million, you can see how much gold I have right now, is not worth 750 gems whatsoever. So, definitely not worth going over that. So let me bump you over here real quick. So it gives you a daily goal, which gives you blueprints. So what did that say? Fill 2 requests in the trade house. So the trade house is other players can actually buy your items, and they're usually way more significant. You get a better price for it. It's a little bit too big, but there we go. So wait. So yeah, like I'm offering this at. Wait, let me go here. Do I have an example? Is anybody buying something I actually have? No, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, usually you can sell it to other players for far more than you can sell it to your heroes for. But selling it to your heroes is how you gain experience. So I think that said fill to offers. So if it ever tells me to do that, I'll just go to the quest items here and just fulfill 2 of those. So this is a really bad deal, but it really doesn't matter. Because the blueprint fragment's better than all of that stuff. So collect all that stuff. You also have, what is all this stuff? This is your heroes button. You unlock these by upgrading the buildings in town. But as you can see, there's a fair number of heroes. You see some are ready to be sent out on a quest. Some have a quest completed and are ready for me to go over there and click that. And some are currently on a quest. And you can see the timer countdown for that. Like, as you might expect, the timer gets longer and longer as you play the game, or as you level up everything. Here you can get different workers. There's tier 1 through 3 workers that you can buy as a base, and here's their various skills. Obviously, I'm using the higher tier workers because they get 3. They have 3 things like that, 3 building skills, I guess you could call it, instead of most everybody else has 2. So, for example, when I'm building the when I'm building the Draconian Sound, does it tell me? No, it doesn't tell me there. Oh, wait. I saw it. Click on this little information button. You see on the bottom here, this is all the stuff it requires. So, like 3.2K in, I think that's metalworking or blacksmithing or something like that. All this information is how it calculates how long it's going to take. So that one in particular takes a couple hours to make. And I kind of went over the trading post, the in-game chat. You can chat publicly or with your city specifically. I'll hit this city real quick. So it's not like every hero has their own building. I think it's shared with usually one other one, but I think sometimes it might be 2. Like, for example, the engineering school. Did I break the game? Oh, there we go. Is it going to work? There we go. So the cathedral will boost up this hero's power and the other hero's power. That's gives them a amount of experience, and you see there's an instant boost for you and a collective boost that your entire city gets to benefit from. And you have resource buildings, which you can upgrade. So it's okay, the collective boost, everybody gets a better regeneration rate, and you can see what the next level unlocks. Okay, it's going to get 525 an hour. The next level will get 550 an hour, so that's a second tier type of... Oh, I can't click that because my face is in the way. There's not a whole lot to show off here. You can hit the hour, or not the hourglass, but the... What do you call that? A spyglass or magnifying glass? You can click that to kind of look for other cities if you want. I'm in an okay city. It's best just to find one that's relatively high level. Just participate in the raids, which I'll go over here in a mo. So I'm going to go to the inn, and you can kind of see what these blueprint fragments. You get it one quest every day from the daily goal up there. Obviously, the daily goal you would get a quest, and he gives you a blueprint fragment. So I have 473 of those at the moment. So I could cash it in and get all of these if I really wanted to. But you can also get them. It doesn't say specifically, does it? No, I don't want to. I was gonna save it to get some higher tier stuff, because how that works is we have these treasure chests that we get by. A lot of the time, you get them through doing the every week. There's this raid, so everybody does this quest, and you need, for example, like one of them is like getting bones or something like that, and all of your city works together to collect these bones. And like the first couple goals are only like, you need 50 to get to the next level prize, and then okay, you need 100 each time to get to the next level prize, and it ends up being like 2,500 to get to the really high stuff each time. So it'll give you these, and you can either go buy them, tap to open it now for 1,000 or 100 gems. For this particular chest, they get really expensive later. So 750 for this one. But I'm doing this one right now. I'm trying to get all the blueprints out of it so I can just sell the keys for gems. But it's a little bit cheaper to for the keys case to buy that off the trade market. So it's 100 for that, for example. If I come over here, people will be selling. No, I don't want to. I think I messed something up there. Okay, offers, keys, and chests. So it's only 92 here for an iron key as compared to 100 for just buying it through the game. So here's your quest things. As you noticed with the crafting, there's blue squares and purple squares. Blue squares are again your default. The advantage of upgrading it to purple is as you complete a quest. I don't know how long these guys have been sitting here. So they completed the quest. You see how many each person brought back and the cumulative total on the bottom there next to the collect. And you see they have a resting period. Certain characters, like the guy in the far left, his is like cut by 50%. And there's one character that has no resting period at all, no matter what. But most people will have, I want to say it's like 50% of what the quest took to complete. So I think this one is in a blue square, and she's the one that has the instant refresh, so she is instantly ready to go. Now you can try to stop this, but it kind of goes where it wants. I mean, sometimes it'll stop when you tell it to stop. Other times it won't, and you end up getting. It's kind of another, like a third complaint of mine about this game, is it keeps giving you items that are completely irrelevant. Like you might be able to get a couple thousand gold, like at this point in the game. There's not really much point in that. So you have quests which you send your heroes on. You have your tier 1 quests, obviously really easy. It shows you how long it's going to take on the bottom of that, and what specific item you're getting from that quest. Everything, the symbol doesn't really matter, but you notice that it's like, okay, what's the difference between the Heretic Temple 4 and Lost Labyrinth 5? I don't know if it gets, I don't think it gets really any more difficult, but as you complete that quest, you add one more to that ticker, and if you get, so if I got the Orcish Valley 5 here to 160, the amount that I bring back will, oh, that's a perfect spot. Damn, I'm ripped. But the amount you can grab from that quest for each person, they can bring back 2 to 5 right now. It might go up like 2 to 6, or it might go up 3 to 6. So I've been kind of chipping away at that quest. I don't particularly need these things right now, but maybe I will in the future. And you can always sell those to other players for. That's actually a reasonable amount of. You know what I want to do. I have one party right now that can do the tier 3 quests, and as you see, these start to take a long time. Like I don't have enough strength in a party to get up to the furthest left one there, but look how long that takes. 7 days. And people can actually get injured on these quests, and I think that makes it take 150% a resting time, so it would take like 11 days to get that hero back. That's kind of iffy, in my opinion. It's kind of stretching how long I am willing to not be annoyed by that. And you can see this is their likelihood to be injured. You see, oh, they're happy. They're not really likely. But if I put this low-level guy in here, yeah, he's pretty likely to get murdered. There's also a yellow, which I'm not going to be able to show off because of the large difference there. See, I always send this group out on the higher tier quests, and they can actually do quite a bit. You see there's blue. I don't remember. I don't know why he's light green, but it must mean he's boosted in some manner. But I know the blue is like somebody donated to the building. It just wore off. How lovely. But somebody donated to the building that those two are in, so they got that boost for a little bit. So only the guy on the left right now, unfortunately, has it, but I don't really need it too bad. And we finally finished this quest that I started 2 hours ago. And hooray! We bring back various amounts of golden thread. Anything useful? No. So, like, in this case, I just want the gold because it's... perfect. I was going to say because it's the most useful. But yeah, the purple one, if you send them on a purple one, they'll automatically start resting, and by the time I wake up, that quest will be completed, and they'll have completed their resting time. But the blue ones, they don't start the resting time right away, unfortunately. So let me take a look here, see where I'm at. I'm only at 16, which is not too bad. I don't want to go on and on about this game. It's not bad for a simulator. It's arguably the best shop simulator that I've played. For some reason, I started playing this game on Congregate, but I don't know what happened. I guess it's been quite a while now. Maybe half a year ago, they did an update. It just started running like absolute balls on Chrome. So I just stopped playing it on Chrome. I mean, I'd play it on Chrome if I could. Or I mean, I've tried it on Chrome, and I think I tried it on Firefox. So I guess I should just say on PC. It just runs like absolute balls, and you can like I think it. You might have seen it on the loading screen, but you can connect your Congregate account to this account, and you can just play it whenever. So that's the whole reason I started doing that. And obviously, your upgradings would take quite a while too. That's the one it's halfway done, and it's still got 2 days and 16 hours for me to hold another 100 maximum of the steel. So it takes quite a while to get it up to snoofy snuff there. So I think I've said pretty much all there is to say about it. Oh, wait, there is one more thing. I just got to remember how to get to it. Do I click on the gems? Sorry, I'm trying not to. Okay, this is a really huge complaint of mine about this game. It's not I like the game. Don't get me wrong. It's a fun game, but it's not perfect by any means. So you have these packages which you can buy. So like the heroic passage package number 1 is you can get this quest giver who usually gives you a special quest. Like she's not one of the heroes. She'll give you something to do. It unlocks 5 of these blueprints for more stuff to be able to be crafted. But look at the price tag on that. $40 just to unlock that. And there is a cheaper one which doesn't give you a new worker or new hero. Some of them give you new workers, like you saw the gold one there. The pack of all trades, that will give you a worker. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's a giant one over here. But there's the cheaper. Look at this one. This one's 50. This is the price of like a new modern game. They're expecting you to buy this like DLC. I don't know what you want to call it. It's not downloadable content really. I mean, yeah, it gives you some gems, but who buys this? Who has the money to buy that? Not well, not really me either. But I mean, even like the cheapest one right here is $20. I mean, you still get a bunch of blueprints. It gives you 2 legendary items. Like, it's not really anything. It's not just no. There's something about an ocarina I keep hearing about. Is it in the wizard package? Yeah, it looks like it's in the wizard package. Third or fourth from the right there. I heard that sells really well, but I mean, for the love of God, $20 and $40 and $50 is a bit extreme for that. Even the gems aren't really too hard to come by. I mean, you can sell, like, for example, this is kind of an extreme case, but if I were to try to trade some of this crap here, I don't know if I made anything worthwhile. I'll just use that gun I have for an example. So the legendary one shot, this particular one would sell for, it's currently the lowest at 296 gems, and it's really rare to get stuff that expensive. Usually stuff that you craft will be, it's generally between 1 and 10 gems, but you can see there's like a tax on it. So you can price it at 13, but you're only going to get 9, so that they kind of keep the economy in shape there. So overall, not bad. Again, this is something I'm actively playing. There's one more way to get gems. There's a way to watch ads over here in the inn through this wizard lake. She is only here on fortune teller, I guess I should say. She's only here on the mobile platform, so I don't know why they haven't introduced her. Maybe they have since then to the PC version, but I don't think so. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, this is a game I've been playing for ages, and for some reason, I love shop building or shop simulators. And you know how I feel about collections, so I love, like, oh, I started way down here crafting berserkers. What did I start crafting? And guns. So you start at the... Ugh, no, I don't want to craft that. Damn it! Stop it! I can't click the I for some reason. There we go. Now that I've crafted 80 musket, or 80 of the crappy things. So here's how that works. You craft 4. This particular item will sell for 25% more. You craft 8 of those. I think it's 8 more? Or is it 8 total? I'm going to say it's 8 more, so I'm pretty sure it's 12 to unlock whatever the hell that is. And then efficiency increased. It might have taken, like, 6 wood to make before. Now it'll only take wood, or only take 4 wood. Some items need the quest items to craft, so that's where those come into play. This would reduce its efficiency, or increase its efficiency, not reduce it. And it kind of goes away, but you get increased quality on your base items too, but that goes away after like the first 10 or so. As you can see, none of these are green whatsoever. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this. If you guys like shop simulators, I don't need these. Nobody can even buy these. People can only buy, like, within a certain window, like 7 levels up or down of what level the hero is. So if you have an item level 7 and you have all your heroes are above 14, nobody can buy it. So you just got to sell it. So that's pretty much it for Shop Heroes. If this looks like something you would like, feel free to go check it out in the Google Play Store. So, yeah, absolutely free other than the absurdly priced downloadable stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. This is Takahmasak. I'll see you later.